Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ambrya Zahnae, and in today's video we're going to be having our first Get Ready With Me and Vibe session.
Round of applause, baby, make that ass clap. Drop it to the floor, make that ass clap. Round of applause, baby, make that ass clap. Drop it to the floor, make that ass clap. Let me see you bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it.
So Get Ready With Me and Vibe is just going to consist of me getting ready, obviously, and we're just going to vibe while we do it. It's just supposed to feel like a FaceTime call between us, you know, and talk about things that I want to talk about. So what's going on with me, what's going on in the world, just talking about tea, anything. And yeah, I just want it to feel like a vibe. Pretty much I am going to be either lit, drunk, whatever, however I'm feeling in these videos most of the time, and just so I could be loose for y'all and we could talk, just be more of that, you know, like girl talk energy. If y'all want to settle in and grab your snacks, your drinks, whatever you dabble in to get lit and feel nice and cute, and just settle in for our little FaceTime call. Welcome to our first Get Ready With Me and Vibe sesh. So before I do anything, I am going to prep my skin really fast. What I'm going to be using today to prep my skin before I use primer, I'll be using a little cotton pad and my witch hazel. Both of these are from Dollar Tree. Super affordable, $1.25 each. I'm just going to prep my skin with this with my toner just so that my skin has a nice base for all of the products. Skin prep is done. Now that my skin prep is done, I am now gonna prime my skin, and I'm gonna be using two things. My current moisturizer that I've just had for a while now that I'm waiting to finish, and then I'll use something else. I'm gonna be priming my skin with the La Roche-Posay. And then my girl, my ride or die at this point for my makeup routine for like a year or two now. I already saw a little snippet of her, so I'm gonna go right here. e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This girl right here is sensitive skin friendly. She will literally have your makeup like stuck to your skin. This little $10 will be the best $10 you spend towards your makeup journey. I promise you.
And I promise you that. I promise you that.
And this has come from someone who's not even like at the peak of my makeup experience. I'm still kind of like a beginner, moving more towards a little intermediate in some areas of makeup and still amateur in some areas. But yeah, this right here, take it from me, bomb and affordable. Love this one. I usually mix them, but today, make sure I really get a cute look, I'm gonna do them separate. But this is about what I do. I do about that much of the moisturizer in my hand. My hands are clean. I clean them right before I start filming so I can make sure I use clean hands to do my stuff. And I just rub it. I make sure I put it on my neck too, because since my foundation's not 100% my perfect shade at this point, I'm still working on trying to find my perfect shade in foundation and concealer. I just use what I've like used for years at this point, and it's really close, so I get away with it by just applying product to my neck too. Also, my skin gets red so easy just because it is sensitive as hell, so if you see that, don't be alarmed. It just does that. It doesn't like to be touched, period. Yeah, with the Power Grip Primer, I kind of just do like a good squirt of it, and then I try to, sometimes it like clogs, but pretty much I kind of like about that much. I feel like as time has gone on, I upped this amount because I used to do the smallest amount and feel like my makeup didn't live, but I feel like the more I use now, the better. And then I just, yeah, apply it kind of the same as the moisturizer. I almost want a little more, low-key, not much more, just because I'm filming. Let's go for it. I did my eyebrows off camera just because I didn't want to spend hella time being on the camera just staring. I just felt like that would be a little boring, so I did my brows off camera. Nothing too crazy or fancy. I just filled them in a little bit. I'm trying to grow them out just a little bit right now, just because I tweeze my brows and sometimes I feel like I make my arch a little too much. So yeah, all I did was I used the Maybelline Brow Drama in Deep Brown. I used a little basic elf brow spoolie. Now I'm gonna start on the eyeshadow look, and I'm so scared about it because I don't do colorful eyeshadow. I have 7 makeup palettes and they are all pretty much nudes or browns or like autumn tones, things like that, just because I feel like that's what I look really good in with my skin tone. But I have nothing colorful since Valentine's is coming up, the month of love and all of that. I thought, let's do a colorful look. Let's just go for it while I talk to y'all. For now, I'm just gonna conceal my eyebrows, drag the excess of the product on my lids, do my eyeshadow, and I'm gonna start talking. If you see me looking down, I have a little mirror right here. It's giving you a 2016 brow, but I promise you it'll eat. Just gonna use my beauty blender to tap this out. It's just this one. I do realize too, this concealer is way too bright for me, but you know, I'm just working with what I got for now. And I just take the excess concealer, if you can see, and I like put it on my acne. Y'all, I've been so proud of myself because suddenly got back into doing my morning skincare routine. A little while I had fell off with doing sunscreen again, and I was always a person that never like hardcore wore sunscreen, like to the beach or to a lake or something like that. I've learned since then your skin needs protection from the sun, and I've heard that it's really good for acne, everything like that. So today is day 7 of me being consistent with wearing sunscreen in my morning routine again. I do toner in the morning. After the toner, I use my hydrating serum, and after my hydrating serum, I use my moisturizer. After that, I use eye cream. I do my sunscreen, and so far I feel like my skin is loving it. My skin feels a lot more hydrated. It looks less dry throughout the day. I am seeing differences slowly but surely. You know what I really want to talk to y'all about? And let's see if y'all know what I'm talking about. If you're a girl who knows, welcome. Because I promise you I'm a stan. Who here has heard Meg Thee Stallion's newest song, Hiss? I'll wait. I have, and I hope you have too. And I hope you're a fan because she ate. Now, if you're a barb, keep it to yourself, keep it cute in the comments. I don't care, baby. Meg talked her shit, rightfully so. I'm trying to change the song I'm listening to. Matter of fact, we're streaming Hiss right now, and I just love the intro.
Oh, don't let my class fool you. I love a good hood jam.
Because I feel like it's true. Every time she talks her shit, it just eats. I was listening to hear it because I want to make sure, since I'm a little lit, I want to make sure I get the lyrics right. These hoes don't be mad at Megan, they be mad at Megan's Law, period. Let's look up Megan's Law meaning. This is on Google, by the way. I just typed in Megan's Law meaning. Federal law that requires the release of relevant information to protect the public from sexual violent offenders. And in 1996, we obviously know who she's talking about, and we all know that with Nicki, that's a thing. And I've been feeling like for the longest time, it's like, yes, Nicki for a long time has held the title of Queen of Rap. I feel like her fans sometimes just let her get away with everything, and I feel like that's not right, because there's no reason why you should be with someone who has been accused of that, and there's no way that you should be with someone who really would do that to someone. I just feel like there's levels to that are not okay. And I feel like for the longest time people just sweep it under the rug, and they're like, but she's Nicki, the music. And it's like, there comes a point where you can't just separate the art from the artist. I feel like there's a time where it's like, okay, we'll be a little delulu and we'll go with it, but it's like there's a certain point you gotta wake up. And I feel like this song is bringing some things to light that I feel like people are finally starting to like think, and that's something that I've really liked so far about it. I just like that she used that bar, because that bar ate, and I feel like it's just good that we're finally shedding more light on it, because a lot of people are afraid to stand up to her because of who she is. I do have a plan for the rest of my night, so I have to speed it up. Try to get this eyeshadow done in 10 minutes so that the rest of my makeup could be done in like 10 as well. Like if I give everything 10 minutes, we'll be good. I'm using this Day to Night LA colors, and it's purple and pink Variety palette. Super pretty. I picked it up today at a grocery store. I've never used it before. I swatched it a little bit earlier just to get an idea of what colors I wanted to use. I'm about to use it because the goal is to do a purple pinkish ombre look. I think I saw an inspo pic on Pinterest so y'all can get an idea of the inspo gave. I'm trying to hurry up while I get my colors picked out. Let me listen to a little bit more of this. I'm taking this really pretty purple shade. I'm gonna apply it on the lid. So when she said, yeah, I'll be using my name for clicks and views, she definitely could be her own shade. I had a lot of these men, so many male rappers have had Meg's name in their mouth for the last like few years. Everything happened with her and Tory Lanez. Side note, if you're a Tory Lanez fan, go ahead and get out because we don't support that.
Not around here, partner.
We support women and we support Black women and we support Meg because when all the evidence is in your face, why would you support the op? When you know the truth. That's another situation where people try to separate the art from the artist, and it's like, you can't do that. That's not how that works. Like, for example, Party, like a month ago, I think it was, when he released that Meg the person shit, that was so stupid. And how he tried to list her and everything based off of what she said in Cobra, which I love Cobra. He was trying to diss her for what she said in there about like being cheated on. He's used her, for example, Drake has used her name, Circle Loco or something like that, talking about her shit. I didn't like that. There's just been so many examples of it, and I'm sure Tory Lanez uses her and his shit as well. I can only imagine. I don't listen to his shit anymore though. After that incident first came to light, I don't support that shit. So I don't know what his music sounds like, but I'm assuming he must be the #1 person who likes to still diss her and everything. That's just not something people should support. And I feel like I've been wanting Meg to just fight back with these people who are so fake, and I'm so happy that she got in the booth and she's starting to fight back, because I feel like sometimes people need to know to stop playing with you and play with your name, and I feel like that's what she's doing. I really love how this purple is looking so far from a distance. It's not bad. I definitely love the sparkles. It has like a blue undertone to it. It's so pretty. I just want to hurry up and pack this really quick, so 1 second. I just heard the part where she was saying, hating on BBLs but be having the same scars. I feel like that's heavily adding Drake, and I love it too because he definitely has those. I don't listen to Drake much, and I just haven't for a long time. I used to be the biggest Drake fan, like in 2016 and everything like that when I was in high school. I just feel like as time has gone on, he just seems more and more like an op, and I just don't like that energy, like I've said so many times already. So I just don't like listening to him. That line was good too. I mostly have this purple packed on this other eye. I just wanted to hurry up and get that done. I pretty much finished the song, and something else like actual time to talk about is just the fact, like the ending. I love the outro so much. I love the intro because she's talking her shit, and I love the outro because she's talking her shit. What she's saying is truth. So many people are still Tory Lanez supporters after everything that he did to Meg and the court case and the evidence that showed over and over and over again that she was telling the truth, and people still support him with him losing the case and being in jail. I'm pretty sure he's in jail, at least he should be. People still support him just because a man, and he's saying like, no, I don't do it. And I feel like people will always believe men over women, especially Black women. It's so stupid in 2024 that it's still happening, but you know, that's the world we live in. It's just stupid. I love when she says like, download JPay, schedule a conjugal visit to talk to him, write to him, all that shit, because it's like, yeah, if you want to be dick rider that bad, you know, oh well, go be about it over there. Stop like bringing her into it, I feel like is what she's saying, and I just love that. I don't know if I wanted to use this pink. I'm gonna swatch both of them real quick. Okay, so this pink, I don't know what gives more. Comment down below what you think. I just want to put it as the top part around it and just smoke it out a little bit to make it blend. I just can't tell which color would eat more. I think I might go with the LA colors though, just because it is in the same palette. I just love how in that song she's finally talking her shit. She's let so many people just talk shit about her for a while. After a while, you get tired of being the good guy. I'm just so excited for this journey of her music that she's about to take us on. Like Cobra was good because it talked about her mental health, and it talked about some of the struggles she's been going through, like her being cheated on, just talking about like how all of the last few years have probably fucking affected her heavily, which makes sense. This Kiss era, it's act 2 of her upcoming era. This one was talking about herself, talking about her mental health, talking about everything like that. Kiss is talking about and addressing all of the mess that's been happening in her life for a while. Wherever the story is going next is going to be so nice, just because the story is already so good. And the fact that she's just talking about her experiences, that makes it more real too, because she's actually been through it. She's just putting it all into the music. And I like when people do that, when they're talking about something real. What's crazy to me though is that Nicki got so offended by what Meg was saying that she went on Instagram Live, I guess. I didn't need a transition shade, I'm realizing a little. Let me see. This could be a pretty transition shade. Just the way Nicki came back to it, she got on her Instagram Live and she just talked shit about Meg's foot, like calling it like fragment foot. She called her Bigfoot, which what's wrong with having big feet? Meg's like 5'11". She should have bigger feet to be proportional, and there's nothing wrong with that. And it's like, that's all you came up with? Crazy. I feel like you shouldn't be so upset with what she's saying. That's the truth, isn't it? Like, I don't know. People should have woke up and started calling her out for that a long time ago. When your shit really starts to stink, it just needs to come out, and it just needs to be talked about, and people need to be held accountable, because there's nothing cute about that. Like I said, I'm just happy Meg talked about it in the song. It's crazy too, because it's like Nicki spent like 24 hours, I've been seeing memes about it on Twitter, just talking to herself. Meg isn't even really on social media like that. I think I've heard you're over here having a beef by yourself, girl. She brought up her dead mom, which is like limits. She brought up Meg's foot injury from being shot by Tory Lanez. She said she lied about it, and it's like, no, she didn't. Why are we putting that narrative out there? That doesn't support anyone. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's jealousy because she sees her as a threat or what. It's too much at this point. It sucks when successful women fight with each other, but like I said, after a certain point, when a person keeps playing in your face, people keep poking you, even a saint is gonna snap after a certain point of people playing with them. And sometimes you just have to show people that you are that girl. And one thing about Meg, she's always been that girl. So she just finally is letting that shit out, and I love it. I live for it. This is what it's giving. I feel like I like it. I just feel like I need to see it with more. Moral of the story with this whole Meg Nicki thing, at the end of the day, something that we just have to remember is really an epidemic in this country that Black women just aren't heard. And with Meg, it really does hurt my heart that like so many people don't believe her and they just keep poking at her. I feel like after a certain point, it's like, it's shitty to pick on somebody who clearly shouldn't be picked on anymore, you know? And I just feel like people don't get that, and they don't understand that literally mental health is a thing, and like you never know how far somebody is at their edge, and people just keep trying her. At the end of the day, she deserves more support. So I'm happy that this whole situation has kind of happened in a way. Even the most barbest of barbs have started to see like the way Nicki has retaliated in this situation when all Meg was spitting facts after she been getting attacked, and Meg never even attacked anybody in her music for the last few years for real, except Tory. Barbs are finally starting to come around to the mess, and they're starting to see like, okay, some of this stuff isn't okay. I feel like it's good that that is happening finally, because people need to wake up and they need to see that being a bully isn't okay. And when people respond to a bully, the person standing up deserves more respect, more props. And I just hope Meg is finally starting to get like the respect she deserves, because I just feel like everybody's been playing in her face for so long. I can't wait to hear more from Meg, because you can't tell from what I've been talking about, I live for her. I live for Meg.
That's all I have to say about that.
I just decided to risk it a bit, and I just dragged it over the lid, and I think that's pretty. I love the props that Meg is getting. They're well deserved for her artistry. This next era of music is gonna be so good, because I feel like she's tapping into that mode heavy, and I feel like it's gonna be good. I'm excited. Okay, final eye look. So I'm just going to use my e.l.f. camo concealer to conceal my under eyes and the rest of my face that needs it, and then I'm going to turbo through the rest of this makeup. So be ready. Something I want to know, comment down below if you guys are into the Real Housewives series, all of them, whatever. There's certain ones that you like more than others. I feel like I'm really into Atlanta, and I just started watching Potomac from the very beginning, and the jury's still out on how I feel about that. Comment down below more specifically if you watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. And if so, what do y'all think is the tea with this new season? Do you think it's coming? Do you think it's not coming? Like, what do you think? Because I don't know. It's looking like they might just cancel it, and that makes me so sad. It's definitely entertaining. It's definitely a good show. And I don't know, the ladies that are on it maybe have drag ratings down because they're kind of boring and refuse to add to the drama, which, you know, nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, when you're on a reality TV show, you have to give something. Just, you know, what do y'all think? Because I heard they haven't even started filming season 16. I heard that some of them have been saying like they haven't even been reached out to about offers or anything. So I kind of wonder, is this it? Real Housewives of Atlanta is the show to me. About that a lot lately. It might be too niche. I don't know if any of y'all watch, but if you do, comment down below and tell me your opinions on the whole show. Also, if you haven't seen my makeup tutorial from last year, I already know this is way too light, but the makeup just gives that with this step. Because my skin has so much acne, I feel like I have to cover it up with concealer first for it to give with makeup. I feel like it never gives really on its own, so I just have to help it with the concealer. Next step, I use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Plus Poreless Foundation in 310 Sun Beige with this beauty blender. I'm just gonna knock this out really quick. What else do I want to talk about? I kind of been wanting to get the tea on what y'all watch for your shows. I just finished rewatching Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's kind of why it was fresh on my mind. See, this is what brings the color back into my skin. I like to have a few shows at once. I like to have a show that is kind of like a background show. So if I want to go on my phone and scroll on TikTok or anything, or if I just don't care, but I just want some kind of noise in the background, I like Real Housewives of Atlanta for that. And then I like to have a show that I'm like actively watching. I'm trying to like force myself this year to watch new shows. That's kind of my toxic trait. I will rewatch the hell out of a show. I've rewatched so many shows 1,000,001 times. But right now, I just finished my rewatch of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I'm currently watching New Girl. I'm on season 6, like at the beginning of it. I kind of have had it spoiled for me already, which is whatever. I'm not a person that minds spoilers a whole bunch, unless it's like a show that I really, really love. I really like that show. It's at a good pace right now, and I like it. I just love slow burns, and I feel like that's something I'm really into with that aspect because of Nick and Jess, Cece and Schmidt, even Winston and Allie at this point in the show. Into all of that, I feel like I love the comedy aspect of it. It gives me like Modern Family vibes with the way the jokes hit all the time. And I feel like I watch that show lit a lot too. That kind of just makes it funny. I really love that about it. I'm considering rewatching Empire, but because I'm almost done with New Girl. It only has 7 seasons and I'm on season 6. But I almost just feel like, girl, let's try something new, get out of our comfort zone. I don't know. Drop some show recommendations. Look at me. I love exploring. I kind of want to get more into anime because of my boyfriend. He watches a lot of anime and that's always been kind of his thing. And I feel like it could be nice to be able to share that with him because it's never really been my thing. It does bore me a little because of its animation and that's not necessarily my thing. I like more live action, but I do want to be able to get more into that. And I've started Demon Slayer and I'm at the very beginning of that. And I know what happens in the show throughout because my boyfriend has told me some of it when I wasn't interested in anime really. And at the time didn't consider getting into the show myself. What else have I seen? I've seen Dr. Stone, Attack on Titan, show Chef Kiss. I've seen that beginning to end. I've seen maybe a handful of them now and it's not so bad. So I kind of do want to get into it more. But one thing about me, when I finish a new show, if I don't have a new show lined up, we're going into my roster and we're pulling out the old faithfuls period. And I got like 6 or 7 of those. So I want to try to avoid getting into that. And I know me with how much TV I watch, I'll probably be done with New Girl within a week or so. Putting that beauty blender over my throat while I was talking kind of got me feeling a lot, It's a little hot in this room though. I film in my closet for y'all because it's right by my desk so I can have a nice clean background and just give what it needs to give. And there's no ventilation in here. So every now and again I gotta open the door and everything so I can feel better. It's hot. It's hot, especially me being a little lit. But that's okay. I'll make it work. I'll make it work. I wasn't filming anything I just said for the last like minute, but that's okay. Pretty much. I was just saying that I'm trying to hurry up with my makeup and get done with it because my boyfriend just came in here a few minutes ago and he told me he ordered food. The food should probably be here in about 40-45 minutes because that's just how it is normally. It might even be here in like 20 to 30. So I'm really trying to like hurry up. So I want to be able to fuck up some food. So I'm just trying to rush through the rest of this makeup. Comment down below how you feel about this Get Ready With Me and Vibe. I'm sorry if it was all over the place a little bit. That's just kind of how I think. So you guys have to get used to that. I wasn't sure how it was going to go. So I kind of just wanted the conversation to flow. comment down below some specific topics if you guys want to hear it, because I want to do like girl talk, get ready with me, is giving advice if you guys care what I think on anything. I want to talk about things that interest me. I want to talk about things that are happening in the world. I want to talk about important stuff. I want to talk about small stuff. I want to talk about everything in between. Just comment down below some topics that you guys would like to hear about. If you ever see anything that's like trending or things you've heard in the media that you think I might be interested in or just want my opinion on, because I want to do, not 100% committing to it yet, but I really want to. I want to do one get ready with me and vibe sesh once a week, because doing this has been really fun and it's kind of just let me think about stuff even while I'm talking, and it just feels like makeup therapy. And I'm really trying to get into that. I love this vibe. Oh, my phone is slowly running out of storage. I can't wait until I save up and buy myself a camera this year. That's number one on the bucket list. I'm just gonna time lapse the rest of me doing my makeup and then come back with a final look and just talk and touch base with y'all at the end. Next time, I'll make sure my phone has way more storage before I do one of these, but pretty much I am expecting to do one of these once a week for y'all, and we'll just talk about everything. And just make sure you comment down below how you felt about everything. But I just wanted to come on and say that, so if you just wonder like, why did she stop talking about us all of a sudden, like literally I don't have the storage. I always drench my face in this e.l.f. Stay All Night Fine Mist. Literally, it gets your makeup lasting all night. And I don't necessarily need that, but since I'm really just filming this to film it, but it's the one I use, so oh well. I always just shake it. And you just want to look drenched when you're done. And the skin looks wet. So this is gonna be the final look. Super happy with the look. Pretty much that's all I have for y'all today. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of the love and support from you guys. As always, I have been Ambrya Zahnae. Comment down below if you guys want another video just like this one, and I will keep it coming. Tell me what you want me to talk about in the next one, and I love y'all. Bye.